It's Eclectically Me. Today we're going to talk about candle magic and the things that go into candle magic that are really important. A lot of people don't talk about these, and I think it's a really main thing that you really need to know when you get into spell work. A lot of the spell work, basically starting off with your cleansing. If you bring anything into your house that someone has touched or like is in any shop, basically, you don't know who's touched it, what energy is attached to it, so you want to start those things fresh. A lot of things, if I'm doing like a darker magic or you're doing hexing or things like that, you don't necessarily have to cleanse it, but if you're doing something like you're attracting to you or bringing into your life, you should really cleanse it. The next thing is visualization. Visualization is a fantastic tool. Visualizing what's going to happen, what you want to happen, and it succeeding, basically. While you are holding the candle, while the candle's burning, sitting there watching the flame burning, vision it in your head. See it, picture it in your mind's eye. See it actually happening and working. The next thing is believing in the spell. Believing the spell is going to work, knowing the spell is going to work. If you look at the spell and go, yeah, it might work, or it's not going to work, it's hopeless, it's not going to work. You have to put in your strength and your energy and stuff like that, and if you think that way, you are not putting your best foot forward for the spell to work. So you need to believe in the spell and believe it is going to work and that you are doing the right thing. The next thing would be energy. All of us have energy. Everything has a footprint. Everything has energy around us. As you know, the main 5 things in everything around us is all the elements. Fire, earth, water, air, spirit. Everything has a spirit. Everything holds an energy. Plants, animals, us as humans, water, everything around us does, and we all have like a footprint. And the great thing about this is you have to attach that energy to your spell. You can't just think or just put an intention into a spell and that's it. You have to put your energy into the spell. And a lot of your energy can come through wands, through athames. You can also use it with your hands, activating your hands before doing spell work and getting that energy out of your hands. A lot of the times your receiving hand is your left and your outgoing hand is your right, so utilizing that, and knowing that before you do any spells and holding the ingredients in your hands. The next thing is telling the ingredients what you want them to do. Ingredients don't just know, and just because they hold a certain intention doesn't mean that they're going to have that intention in your spell. Ingredients hold a lot of different uses, so you have to tell those herbs what you want them to do. They don't just know, unfortunately. You have to tell them. So by holding them, telling them what you want them to do, activating them and putting them into your spell. The next thing would also be is the next thing would also be is getting hands-on, getting into your spell, touching the ingredients, feeling the ingredients, thinking about things, thinking of the things that could go wrong, thinking of the things that you could improve, thinking of the things that are to come or you want to come. These are all things that will help with your spell. And being prepared beforehand, planning the spell out, planning what you're going to say, planning the ingredients you're going to use, when the best moon, like things like that. And the next thing is also thinking ahead, looking up your main tools that you have at your disposal, meaning what's the best color for that spell, what's the best ingredients for that intention, what's the best moon cycle for that intention, what's the best water I can use, and utilizing all these things and adding them to your spell. Just because you add some ingredients to a spell doesn't mean it knows what to do. And the thing is, you have to be telling it, you have to be, just because you use one thing, it's using multiple things and putting them all together to make a spell. The next thing would be activating and charging a spell. A lot of things, a spell always has a battery life. It's kind of like a torch. If the torch runs out of battery, the torch doesn't work, and the spell is the same. A spell will hold energy for so long, and it gets energy from candles, crystals, the earth, elements, deities, your altar. You can also charge things on sun, moon, the earth. You know, there's multiple things that you can charge things with, or charging plate is another thing you can utilize. You know, and using these tools to charge your spells up, and doing it regularly, because they will run out. They will hold the energy for you. Can use you as an energy source too, but the only thing is it can drain you. So be sure to know what you're doing, ground yourself beforehand, have your protections up, and also know you may be tired over the next couple of days, because it will take a little bit out of you, and it'll take a little bit of your energy. The next thing is, you know, activating your spells. Telling, like as I said, telling those spells what you want them to do, and activating them at the end. Breathing into the spells, putting a little bit of your saliva into the spells, holding the spell in your hand, putting it on your altar, putting it out for the sun, the moon, charging plates, things like that, putting it on a pentagram or pentacle, and just, you know, there's so many things you can do to activate those spells. You know, you have to activate them. There is other things that you can do, you know, and I will go into them as time goes on. But learning those tools is really handy, and sort of researching, doing your research, planning ahead, and looking into how you can get the best from your spells, how you can make your spells stronger, what are the best tools at your disposal, basically. So be sure to look up these informations, and if you want to see anything, let me know down below. Be sure to leave a comment or like and subscribe. I really want to see you subscribe, and I'd love to get this channel off the ground. If there's, like I said, something you want to see, let me know down below. Leave a comment. And the witchy question of the day would be, what is your favorite form of candle magic? So what form do you like to use your candle magic for? Love, self-love, you know, protection, warding. What do you like to use it for? Let me know down below.